Hey everybody, it's Alyssa. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing my 3DS and DS game collection of 2018. I did one back in 2017 or 2016 I think, I don't really remember, and I had a pretty small collection I would say, and this is my collection right now of what I have. This is my stack of 3DS and DS games in a box. And then I have some loose cartridges as well. So first, before I show you the games, this is my collection, so I'm gonna actually show you like the systems and the little case that I use and everything like that, because a lot of you guys seem interested in that. So first of all, the game holder I use is just a couple dollars from eBay. It's just one of those clear game holders, and I put a bunch of cute stickers on it just to make it a little bit cuter. But I put most of my games in here just because it makes it really easy to carry around when I need to go somewhere and just take all the games that I want to bring with me. So I use that. And then for my case, I have this Kutusita Nyanko. I probably said that totally wrong. Cat and Sweet Strawberry. This is the 2013 San X soft cover case that I got from Amazon back in like 2015 I think. I've had this for a really long time. It was in my last collection video. It's really soft on the inside. You can put a couple games in there, and then the inside is like this nice fleece material, so it keeps it nice and protected in there. And then in here I have my styluses. I don't like using the small styluses that come with the systems, so I bought this 3-pack set of Pokemon styluses, and I absolutely love these. I think it was like $4 for all of them, and I think they're really cool. And then I also have this Pokemon Soul Silver stylus that came in one of those really old like game cartridge packs that you could buy back in the day, and I still have it. And then I also keep my charger in there as well. So if you guys are looking for this case, I would just go to Amazon and type in cute soft cover case for Nintendo 3DS, and hopefully something like this should pop up. And then here is the two systems that I have. So I have the old Nintendo 3DS XL and the new 2DS XL. So if you guys watched my old video, you guys knew that I had the new 3DS XL, which I recently just sold to get this one, which might not make sense to most people to get a newer system to sell and buy an older system. But honestly, the new 3DS XL I had was the black version, and I've always wanted a cute 3DS, one that had a design on it, and I've always loved this one. And I know that there's new 3DSs that have Pikachu on them, but this one's always been my favorite. So I decided just to go ahead and get this one. I obviously have the unboxing on my channel, so you guys can check it out if you want. But I absolutely love this. I love that it's white on the inside because I just love the way white systems look. That is what that looks like, and I absolutely love this. It's a little bit slower than the new 3DS XL, but it's an older system, so of course it's going to be a little bit slower. And then I have my new 2DS XL with a Animal Crossing skin on it. I just got this skin a couple days ago from eBay, and I absolutely love it. This is what the back looks like, and then here is what the inside looks like, and I absolutely love this final skin. I think it adds something to it, and it goes well with the blue outline of the 2DS XL. And both of my systems have clear cases on them because I don't like when my consoles get scratched up. So I always add a vinyl sticker, and then I put a clear case over it so the sticker doesn't peel up afterwards. So these are the two systems I play with. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and show you my game collection, tell you what I like and don't like about each game, and I'm just gonna go in order from the games that I've played and liked the least to the ones that I like the most. So the first game is Harvest Moon 3D: The Tale of Two Towns. I honestly lost the cartridge for this, so I don't even have the game in here, but I did play it. I thought it was really fun. Actually, I love farming games. If you guys follow me on my main channel or my gaming Instagram, which I did make a gaming Instagram, which I will put on the screen right here, so if you guys would like to follow me, you can. You guys know that I love Stardew Valley, I love Harvest Moon, Animal Crossing, any type farming game I love. So for the little time that I did play this, I thought it was really fun, especially if you like farming games. But I just put this at the very beginning because, oh, I almost dropped it. I don't even have the cartridge. New Super Mario Bros. 2. Honestly, this game is really easy to beat. I beat it in like a day, and I've beat it multiple times, so I don't really have that much to say about it. There's not much to say about it. It's just a typical Super Mario game. It was really fun to play back in the day. Multiplayer with my sister, we would just play it together, and it was really fun. But now it's just kind of bleh compared to the new Mario games. What are you doing? What are you doing? Next is Super Mario Maker for the 3DS. I've already talked about my hate for this game for the 3DS just because I just don't think there's really much that you can do. I have it on the Wii U, and it's super fun on the Wii U because you can actually create your own levels and play other people's created levels. But on the 3DS version, you can only do the 100 Mario challenge from what I remember, and you can't scroll through people's levels like you can on the Wii U version and play what you want. You have to play what they pick for you, and I didn't like that. I didn't like that I couldn't do what I could do on the Wii U version, so I was never really a fan of the 3DS version for Super Mario Maker. Next is Super Mario 3D Land. I beat this game in a couple days. It was super easy to play. I've already talked about how I've never been a fan of 3D Mario games, and Super Mario Odyssey came out and I love Super Mario Odyssey, so I guess it's just I didn't really like this one that much. 3D games kind of give me a headache, and I just don't really enjoy them that much. I don't know why, but this game was fun. Next, I have Style Savvy Trendsetters, which is a fashion game. I actually bought this right before I went to a job interview for a clothing store, just because I thought it would probably help me pick out outfits and learn how to make different outfits and stuff, and it actually did help me, and this game was a lot more fun than I thought it would be. I thought it would just be like one of those cheesy like dress-up games that I would play as a kid, but it actually is really fun. So if you guys like fashion games where you have to make outfits and stuff like that, this game is really fun. Next is Tomodachi Life, and this is the type of game that you play when you're just bored and you want to kind of just play around a little bit. If you don't know anything about it, you create your own island and you make a bunch of different Miis, and then they interact with each other. It's really fun when you first get started with it, but after a while everything starts to get pretty tedious, and if you fill up your entire island then you just kind of have to take care. But it's fun making your own characters and letting them get married and have kids and stuff, because then you can kind of make your own characters that like in like TV shows and movies that you wanted to get together that never could. That's how I was. So this is actually really fun. It's kind of a game that you just sit down and play when you want to laugh a little bit, because this game is really funny. Next, I bought Yokai Watch. I actually got this in the mail about 2 days ago. Someone was selling it for $5, so I just went ahead and picked it up. I've heard a lot of good things about this game. A lot of people really like Yokai Watch, and it kind of reminds me of Pokemon, the Pokemon vibe. So I decided to just go ahead and try it out just because I do love Pokemon, and I've always wanted to see what this game was about. Next, this is a Nintendo DS game. It's called 999, and it's actually rated M for mature, and there's not very many mature Nintendo DS games, so I definitely picked this up when I saw it. It's called 9 Hours, 9 Persons, 9 Doors, and basically there are 9 doors and 9 people locked in these rooms, and you have to do puzzles and all these obstacles to get each person out or they die. And I've played a couple hours into this, and honestly it's super stressful and nerve-wracking to me, especially because I'm not ever been very good at puzzle games. But I love all of the characters, I love the art, and I love how suspenseful the game is, and it is really creepy. It has the really creepy vibe to it, and I really like the story. So if you're looking for a really like cool, mature Nintendo DS game, I totally recommend picking this up. Next, I have Professor Layton and the Curious Village, and if you don't know what Professor Layton is, then it's like a mystery guy. He solves mysteries, but throughout the game you have to solve really hard puzzles and try to solve what crime happened in a certain city and stuff like that. Basically, he's just a detective that solves crimes with your help of doing puzzles. And I'm not gonna lie, I have cheated so many times on these puzzles because some of them are actually really hard, but it's really fun to test your knowledge and stuff like that. And once you get through the puzzles, you feel really accomplished because you're like helping solve the crime that happened. Then I have Professor Layton in the Diabolical Box, which is the next Nintendo DS game. Same concept, just a newer game. Professor Layton in the Unwound Future, which I believe is the last Nintendo Professor Layton game. And then Professor Layton in the Miracle Mask, which is a 3DS game. I haven't played this one yet, I'm sure it's a lot better than the older ones because it has better graphics and stuff, but I still haven't played it yet. Fantasy Life for the 3DS. I played this for many hours, and I played as the Life of the Cook, and I really liked the game. I thought it was really fun. It was really addicting. I played it like all day long, and then life got in the way. I didn't play for a while, which I know a lot of people do. I didn't play for a long while, and I just forgot how to play. So I restarted the game, and when I restarted it, I just didn't get the same feeling anymore, and I thought the game got a little boring. Maybe I just need to pick it up and try it again. I've heard a lot of good things about this, and I did find it really fun. I think it's just because I stopped playing for such a long time that I didn't have the hype coming back to play it. Next is The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. I've played about halfway through this game. I have not finished it yet. It's just a typical Zelda game. I think out of all the Zelda games that I've played, this one is probably my favorite, other than Breath of the Wild. But Breath of the Wild is so advanced for me that I have to take, like, I have to prepare myself to play Breath of the Wild. This one I feel like is a lot easier to play, and I like the characters and stuff better in this game, so I really like The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Next is Super Smash Bros. For Nintendo 3DS. Everybody knows what Super Smash Bros. Is, so I don't really have to talk about it. I love playing this. Super fun. It's more fun to play with actual friends, but I've already pre-ordered Super Smash Bros. For the Switch, so I'm super excited for that. Next is Persona Q Shadow of the Labyrinth. This game is awesome. I love the Persona franchise. It's one of my favorite gaming franchises ever. So basically, it's the characters of Persona 3 and Persona 4 together in one game. You get to choose if you want to play as the Persona 3 or the Persona 4 characters, and you're going through a labyrinth trying to fight monsters and solve why they are together in this labyrinth together. So I absolutely love this. Persona 3 is my favorite Persona, so I play as them. You make your own maps. It's kind of like the Etrian Odyssey games where you're going through the forest and you have to make the map behind them so you know where to go in the labyrinth. And I've always found those really relaxing and fun to play because you get to draw out the map. So I really love this Persona game, and I know that there's a 3DS that is a Persona Q 3DS, and I've always been really inclined to buy it, but it's always really expensive. Next we have my Pokemon games. We have Pokemon Omega Ruby. I actually haven't played this one yet. I have Pokemon X, which I played back in the days when it came out back in 2013. I don't remember too much about it, so I'm gonna play this one after I get done with Pokemon Sun and Moon, which I have. Right here is my Pokemon Sun and Moon games, and I'm playing through Pokemon Moon right now. I have my Pokédex book, I have my strategy guide and everything upstairs in my room, and I use that to go through this game, and it makes the game so much more fun when I have the strategy guide because I know where to look and it helps me find the Pokemon that I need. So if you guys are the type of people that like to follow strategy books, I totally recommend getting it for Pokemon Moon because I feel like it makes the game a lot more fun for me because I get to check off which Pokemon I have caught in certain areas. So Pokemon Sun and Moon is probably my favorite Pokemon games. And then lastly, my two favorite games for the DS and 3DS of all time, which you guys would probably already guess: Animal Crossing Wild World, why can I not say that fast? Wild World, and Pokemon New Leaf. You guys probably could have guessed that I absolutely love Animal Crossing. When I heard about Animal Crossing for the Switch, I absolutely freaked out. So I love Wild World, but I did play this after New Leaf, so I didn't feel like I didn't play enough of it to absolutely fall in love with it just because I've played the next game. So you see how good this is, that when you play this, it's just not as good. So yeah, I played Wild World. I didn't get too much into it just because I've always been playing New Leaf. But New Leaf is my all-time favorite 3DS game. I got this with my very first 3DS that I've ever had. I don't know how many hours I've put into this, way too many. And I really love my town. I think it is so cute, and I haven't played it in a while, which a lot of Animal Crossing players know, is that you just don't play it for a couple months, and when you come in, your town is burning and Isabella's crying. This is my all-time favorite game that I have. Absolutely love Animal Crossing. So yeah, that was my 3DS and DS game collection. It's really hard to hold all of these. But I also have some loose DS games somewhere upstairs, like a Tamagotchi game and like Drawn to Life or something like that, but I couldn't find them. So yeah, that's that. But I hope you guys enjoyed my collection. If you want any collections for any other systems I have, like Nintendo Switch, PSP, I don't know, if you guys want anything like that, then just comment down below. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!